So it's always fun when we get some new hardware releases like CPUs and graphics cards. You go onto your favorite site and you kind of build a system, and you scroll down to the end here. You see the price and you go, maybe what I already have is good enough. I wanted to build a new system based on the Ryzen 9 7950X CPU, not because I really need to upgrade, but it's just fun to build a PC, test it in music production software, and so you can see how it performs. With the latest reviews we have seen from tech YouTubers, it seems like this is a CPU that would work well as a music production or content production PC. Gaming as well should work really nice because of the high clock speed of the CPU. So if you're looking to upgrade, I don't think you will do anything wrong going with the new offerings from AMD. One thing though, the numbers you see in videos are just numbers. They don't really tell you if the system is a stable system or if it has any issues with certain kinds of software or drivers. So if you use your computer for real actual work that pays your bills, you should perhaps wait a little bit and see if there are any issues with the system before you go out and just spend your hard-earned money. It could go well, but it also can go the other way. You don't really know. It's wise to just hold off a little bit and wait and see what happens. But when I saw the price of the motherboard, the CPU and the memory, the three parts that need to upgrade the basic parts of the system, I'm getting some second thoughts about upgrading. A YouTube channel with 3,500 subscribers doesn't get review samples to test out. So I was thinking about getting the Ryzen 9 7950X CPU. I was also thinking about getting the Asus ROG Hero motherboard. Apologize, this is in Norwegian. And the Corsair DDR5 memory here. And when I convert this into US dollars, this will be around 1,800 US dollars. I also thought about getting a new GPU, a new motherboard, and perhaps a new case as well. And when I added that to the shopping list, we are almost reaching 5K. Another thing I wanted to mention is the new 4000 series from NVIDIA. They use now a new power connector for the GPU, but did you know that the power connector is only rated for 30 plugs? Or after that the connector will actually start to wear out. This is probably not an issue for most people. I mean, you build your PC, you have your GPU in there, you insert the power cable and you kind of leave it 5 years and it's fine, you know. Most people are that way. But if you do often work on your PC, I mean, if you do maintenance, if you want to add a water block to a GPU, you have to do maintenance on the system and you have to unplug your cable, you know. And if you watch the Jay's 2 cents video, he was actually showing in the video that he could feel that the connector felt a little bit different when he unplugged the cable. I mean, if you buy a GPU for let's say over $2,000, the prices for the 4000 series is going to be really expensive. And you can only plug the cable a few times until it wears out. How is that for a quality product? I mean, I am no engineer, of course I can't. There's probably a good reason the connector is only rated for 30 plugs. Is it because they could save like 10 cents on the costs? I don't know, I have no idea. It seems stupid at least. So am I saying that the prices are wrong? Well, yes, I think some of the parts are a little bit too expensive for my taste, especially since the current system I have is able to do what I need it to do. I mean, I can record videos, I can edit videos, I can produce music, I can do some gaming. Could be a little bit faster, of course, but it's no issues. It works just fine. And I mean, if this is your full-time income, if these things are just tools for you and the pricing is often secondary to the projects you can complete with this type of gear, and if that's the case, I think you should actually go for it. Perhaps, as I said earlier in the video, wait a little bit to see if people experience issues with a new architecture. It could be issues, you never know. Or if you can wait for a while for the new products from Intel, we could perhaps see some competition that could lower prices as well. But if price is really no issue, I think you could just go for these parts and build a really really kick-ass system. But for me, a guy who earns what, I don't know, about $30 or $50 a month doing YouTube and music licensing, it's better to save my hard-earned cash and use what I have for the time being. I mean, it's nothing wrong with the system I have here. I can do everything with it currently. And I realize that maybe you found my channel from my PC building and music production testing videos, and I want to apologize if you expected to see a video about the new stuff from AMD right away, and with that I mean real hands-on video, not a talking video like this. And I can say that at some point I will probably get it, but right now my resources are needed elsewhere, and it's just too expensive to upgrade to the parts I want to upgrade. You could say that you could get one of the lower CPUs, for example, or a cheaper motherboard, but that's not the part I want to test. I want to test the high-end parts, and naturally they are expensive. Unless this video goes viral, gets 1 million views, then I could use the ad money to buy some new computer parts, but that's not going to happen in this case. Are you going to upgrade? What type of CPU are you going to base your system on? Let me know in the comments below. If you got to the end of the video, I really appreciate it, and thank you for watching. And may I suggest some of the videos that pop up on the side here as well. Take care, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.